All right, guys, good morning. It's your boy Rock from Flip the Thrift. Friends know me as Rocco, Rocky, Rock, whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me late to dinner. So, what we're doing here today, since I'm pretty much getting out of the eBay business, not completely, don't get it twisted. So, don't get it fucked up. I'm just, downscaling. In the beginning, it made more sense for me to, I'm pacing back and forth. In the beginning, it made more sense for me to scale it, for me to just create this large amount of inventory so that I could, have a sustainable source of income, sustainable lifestyle where I could, have access to, plenty of funds so that I could buy more inventory back and forth. I did it the right way, basically. And now I'm to the point where it's like the things that are going on with my account. If you guys, watched my video yesterday, I talked about me being below standard, and it totally pushed me out of the zone. So I'm barely selling 10 items a day as opposed to 30 a day. And a lot of the items that I was starting to sell, I noticed were a lot of low dollar items. A lot of those little $10, $15 items that they're not really bread and butter items, but if you sell enough of them in a day, you can make a couple $100. So, which isn't bad because, a lot of people, what do they make in a week working at McDonald's or working at, and I know they're supposed to be raising minimum wage, but still, I could make $300 a day as opposed to some people don't, can barely make that in a week. Or do make it in a week just after taxes. It's just like, so, you could make $500 a week and you're only going to bring home 300, 320, depending on what your dependents and your claim. I'm not advising. I'm not a tax specialist. I'm just saying. But anyhow, so we got somebody today. So I'm liquidating, basically. Someone's supposed to buy my store. I figure by the time he buys it, I'm going to have about 5,000 items. If I charge him $1 per item, I just want to move it. I know that there's items that are premium. I have things. I just sold a polo jacket that I paid up for that I lost $20 on. But it was to the point where it's time, if I have a chance to move it, I'm just going to move it right now because right now it's pretty tight right now because of, I don't know if other people are experiencing it. I have mixed, I got mixed messages online of people saying that they're doing good, people saying they're not selling anything. And a lot of those people that are not selling anything are the ones that are not utilizing their eBay tools or whatever site they're using. They're not sending out offers. They're not active. They're not listing as much. They got a gigantic death pile. A death pile is a pile of stuff that you haven't yet put online, and it's just sitting. And some people have, storage units filled with a death pile, so to speak. I don't know why I did a quotation, but it is kind of cool when you do that. It's like, no. Anyway, let's get some coffee in us a little bit. Just a sippy sip. Yummy. Anyway, so what we're doing today is we got a poster guy coming. He's the one that bought all my standees. Standees are the displays that they send to the video store. They send them to GameStop, wherever, and they're big cardboard stands and they stand up. I have one small one left that, I'll give you a general idea of what I'm talking about for people that don't really know what a standee is. This is part of a standee. Now, this is probably, it's got Darth Maul, Luke Skywalker, I guess, when he's, because Star Wars is a pretty fucked up show. It's like, no, I love Star Wars. I'm not saying it's a bad show. I'm just saying that it's like backwards. Like the storyline is just, he must have been smoking something when he wrote that shit. Like, and so anyway, we have some very high-end posters. I just sold one yesterday, $40, $50, I don't know. They were all brand new. They were all like in big packs that were sent to the video store that I had to pull open that I was putting on TikTok, and TikTok kept, at first it was all gravy. TikTok was leaving me alone. I was doing my open poster videos and no problem. But then when I started packing my eBay items, I started getting those messages that I'm trying to promote off their site. And I'm like, no, I'm just packing my items. I'm not telling you, I may have said, link, bio, whatever. You know, of course I'm going to promote my shit. Doesn't matter what site I'm on, but for some reason, TikTok is one of the only sites that gives a shit. eBay does too. If you send a message to somebody and send them an email or tell them to go to your YouTube channel, eBay don't like that. They'll ban you, or you'll get a strike for doing that, for sending somebody a link. And people are always trying to push me off there on a message, to sell off the site because they don't want to pay the fees. They don't want, they just want to pay me through PayPal or whatever. But anyway, long story short, we got the poster guy coming. He's already bought a bunch of posters, and he bought all the standees off me because the standees were standing and they weren't selling. But a lot of them did sell. I had Jurassic Park. I think I got like 200 or 300 for Jurassic Park. But for the standees, I only paid $10 a piece for them. I think he gave me 300 for what was left. I think there was like 35 left or something, and I got, but I made money off the other ones that sold. I probably sold 50 of them, for a premium price. I basically already made money off that pick. That's pretty much all that matters. When you're ready to let go of the rest of the shit, it's fine because you already made your money. As long as you make a decent profit, you can do whatever you want with the remaining inventory. If you want to push it off on somebody else, it's sitting stagnant. It's time to go. So, but with the posters, it's like I don't want to take them to flea market because I don't want them to get ruined. People are going to squish them. People are freaking ignorant when you go to the flea market. They throw all your shit around. They move shit from box to box, and that's how it is at the flea market. It's total chaos if you do box slots. I do box slots. So I don't give a shit what they do with the stuff. I just throw it back in the box and go. And we're going to go through them and pull all the crap out, and we're going to add new stuff because you can't keep coming back with the same shit, or you're not going to make as much every week. You're going to make less and less every time you go back. So that's how you got to do it. So we got some good posters in here. Like I said, I sold 2. I sold 1 this morning. I sent an offer out for last night, and I sold 1 yesterday that I got to ship out. I can't remember which ones they are, but I mean, we got some in here that are like in really bad shape, and then we have all the other ones that are new. We have some came off a pallet that are like Walmart posters, but these are all posters, and they're all authentic. They're all real posters. They're not replications. They're not they're the real deal from the 90s. So, like I said, I was pulling them out and doing lives where I was pulling them out straight from the sheets. And, so that's how that's going down. And I already sold. All the die cast is gone. I sold that. I'm going to pick up. Every time I look at this unit that I want, I just want a unit. I've been doing a lot of storage units. I bought a box truck, yada, yada. I am... trying to focus on that, trying to focus on filling the truck, going to flea market, utilizing this summer while it's nice and warm, take all this and try to make as much money as we can on that one day. I really don't want to do flea market more than 1 day a week. There's other places I can go and do, but I know if you do that, it's going to be a lot of work. I'm going to have to keep paying people to help me, and it's just going to get to be too much. I'd rather make $1,000 in 1 day and move on and just do it, Maybe more, maybe less on some days. So that's how we're going to do that. So we got the poster guy coming today. Hopefully he buys all of them. I think I'm going to do like 300. Why don't we take a look over here? I'll show you the ones that sold. That's my eBay right there. I'm going to go into my solds, which it isn't much, guys. I'm telling you, I've sold like 10 items. All right, so we sold rare. It's called Watchers. It has Corey Haim. Pretty rare poster. Let's see if we can get a big old Mr. Knish. No, I'm kidding. So there's the original. If you guys can see it. Got Corey Haim on the front. Really cool. I got $80 for that one. So the posters are making me good money. I'm okay to let them go because what I forgot to tell you, what I forgot to really get into is that I have a guy that was going to buy my store last year. I think he was going to give me 10 grand for everything. We're going to move on, blah, blah, blah. After we decided not to go on a deal. I don't remember what happened. I changed my mind. I don't remember how that went down. But somebody came in and bought all the clothing. I had tons of clothing on the other side. All the clothing that I have left now is right here. So I have my shoes. I moved everything over and put it in nice, neat. So there's my shoes. There's all There's purses and bags like that, and there's wallets, small bags. I even have lunch bags, all kinds of shit. Cool bags. We got this cool Kenneth Cole. This is the Risky Business Kenneth Cole. It's really rare. It's a nice bag. Found this at the Goodwill bins. If you know, you know. It's Toomey. Toomey's a very expensive. That's like a $600 messenger bag. So, and here we go. I had to label everything because I just threw everything all loosey-goosey over there and it looked like shit. So I had to go through it. I took most of the day yesterday to do that because I have to get that side empty. At least if I could get one side emptied, I won't have to pay for that. I have a book person coming. I think that she said Sunday, but we're doing flea market, so she hasn't responded. I'm going to sell all my books. You can have all the Stephen King, all the Harry Potter. Nothing crazy in there. I just sold a first edition of The Stand for like $80. I think that was last week or the week before. Found that at the Goodwill bins. Guys, go to the Goodwill bins. It's total chaotic craziness, but it's worth it. You are going to find shit. It's just... I found a $300 pair of metal Oakleys there one day in the case. Like, it's insane. It's totally insane. All right, so yeah, because once we get all this cleared out, I'm gonna sell the racks. The ones that were over there, I got $1,200 for. I paid $900 for all the racks. So all the ones that were over there, I got $1,200 for. I got more for them because I helped disassemble and assemble them at his premises, and he paid me good. So, because they're a pain in the ass. They have that particle board on top. It's heavy as shit. You gotta bang these out like it's a bitch. And once I'm done with them, I'm done with them. I don't need racks like that no more. I'm not trying to build a warehouse. I don't want that. I don't want the overhead. I don't want the employees. I don't want to deal with all that shit. So, sorry. Some people have bigger dreams. I thought that was my dream to have all that shit. It's not. First of all, I am a people person, but I'm not a people person, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I can deal with people, but I can't stand some fucking people because you got ignorance. You got people that they don't want to pay for shit. They want you to give it away. It's just, I was talking to my buddy Rabbit yesterday. He was watching my video. That's how he contacted me, and he was just like, yeah, he's like, that's how it is. He does flea market too. And he does that zero, or what's it called? It's called high visibility clothing. It's for like, construction workers and shit like that. It's orange, green, the vests, the jackets, the pants. It's the stuff that you can see a mile away because they're working out in, on the road, whatever. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I feel like shit still, but I got a lot to do. I got a little bit to do. I have this right here. Once I'm done with that, it's time to go back to the bins. I have some jeans and stuff over here. A lot of these I got at the bins. We got some shorts. We got some Hollisters and American Eagles. The cargos, they're like, mwah. They do fantastico. They do really good. I don't know what it is about American Eagle. It's just that Y2K shit. The kids and the adults, they love it. They love American Eagle and Hollister and shit like that. The old Polo does really well. I got a pair of Levi's over there. I don't know if they're the camo cargos, but they do great. Like, I get $30 a pair for them, like, all day, every day. This is flea market. This is stuff that I decided that I got at the bins, but I don't want to list it. I'm just going to take it to the bins. It's fine. I'll get $1 a piece on all that. I'll get, $20-$30 of my money back just from that. So, clothing, if it's the right clothing, if it's nice, it sells. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for listening to all my bullshit. I'm just gonna do TikTok and I'm gonna do Facebook. I may upload to YouTube. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm even allowed to say these other sites or whatever, because all these sites are just screwy, guys. You never know what you can say or do. And this is supposed to be a free country. Bullshit. Nothing you say or do is free, guys. It's just not. And nothing is free. Even if you give something away, it still comes with a consequence. It still comes with an action, reaction, whatever. So, anyway, guys, we're going to get to work. I got a guy coming at 10. He's going to buy all the posters. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 300 on them. Be like, look, there's a lot of money here, dude. I just sold a poster yesterday for $80. You're going to sell 10 posters and get your money back. So, you're talking to at least 20 a poster on just the basic posters. I got off base. That's what I wanted to do. I want to see, so I can go in here. A lot of times I'll list from my phone. If you guys know eBay, you know that when you list from your phone, you can't edit the condition. You can do your category, but it's just an extra step. And when I'm laying in bed listing, I just don't like to. I don't fill in all the details. So we're gonna have to look for the category. I don't know what the category is. So we're gonna go into active listings. Hope you guys are staying with me. We're 15 minutes. Hey, you got 15 minutes to listen to my shit, right? Fuck it. What else you got to do? You ain't got shit to do, man. What do you got to do? You ain't got a motherfucking thing to do. All right. So, yeah, I can't wait till it gets nicer out, man. I'm wearing these snow hat. I look funny in a snow hat. I think I do. Little ski, scully, whatever. It's supposed to have the light in there. The light's in the car. They don't charge. You plug them into the USB. They don't fit. They're loose. They don't fit. They're loose. Whatever. All right, so I'm gonna go to category. We're gonna go to eBay category. We're gonna go furniture, appliance, primitive, art posters. No, there's art prints. It's not gonna be under art. I'm gonna click on art posters. What about posters? Books and magazines, accessories, audio, books, textbooks, business, industrial. No. It's not under that. Cameras and photos. Sorry, guys. I don't have anything to really hold my phone. Cameras and photos, cell phone, clothing, coins and paper money, collectibles, advertising. You don't think it's under that? No. Bottles and in-brew, casino, collectible, figure, comic, culture, decorative, fantasy, historical, holiday jewelry, kitchen. Where's it at? Is it under posters? Paper, pens, phone, pen, postcards and supply. What would it be under? Science, sewing, souvenirs. I know there's a lot of computer. It's not under computer. What's that one? Consumer electronics, no. Crafts, art, beads, home, sewing, dolls and bears. It probably would have meant eBay Motors, entertainment, autograph, movie memorabilia. There it is. All right, so it says 235. Maybe I should ask for more. Yeah, look at that. All posters. I got Barney, got scanners, got the Hurricane. Say Anything, Homeboy, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Young Guns. I mean, I got some bangers in here, guys. I can click on current price, and that will bring up the highest poster that I have. All right, that brought the lowest one. Let's click on it again. The highest poster that I have is, Last of the Mohicans, 240. I have Skinheads at 240. I have Pulp Fiction. I have a bunch. I have more than one Pulp Fiction, too, I'm pretty sure. Where's it at? I have Jason Goes to Hell. Oh, he's paying up. He's going to pay up. If I'm letting go of all these posters, I'm asking $500. I think that $200 or $300 is not enough. I'm going to show him that and show him all the posters that I have online. I don't know if I end them. I think if I end them, I can Vendu. I can send him I might be able to send him the pictures. You can get because the guy that's going to buy my store, that's how he's going to get the pictures. He's going to get them from Vendu. And that's a cross-listing platform. That's so I can take it and list it and put it I can put it on Depop. I can put it on Mercari. I can put it on Poshmark, Facebook. I can cross-list. That's what cross-listing is. It's when you have all your eggs all in different baskets, which I don't like to do because I did that in the beginning, and then I had to go on to Poshmark, ship my Poshmark items, and I had to go to Mercari and ship my Mercari items, and I had to go over to eBay and ship my eBay items. It's a fucking pain in the ass, and I was like, I'm not doing that. Some people love it. I don't have help. Those people that love it, they have help. A lot of them, I'm not saying that there's guys out there or girls, women, whatever, that do it themselves. It's a lot of work and it's very stressful. It's to do all that shit yourself. To just sit and ship all day doesn't make sense to me. And that's pretty much where, towards the end, is what I was doing. I went to free shipping and I'm shipping 30 items a day, but 20 of those items are shitty items. They're just, I'm happy, I'm glad they were selling. They made me a little bit of money. Some of them are selling for $20 and it's costing me $12 to ship them. I wasn't really making any money off these items. So I don't see the reason why I have to continue to do that. Like, I know it's my fault. I can't say I should have picked better items because I'm still picking items that are selling. So if they were bad items, they wouldn't be selling. But they're just not selling for that much. Not every item is a bolo. Bolo stands for be on the lookout. It's one of those items that's like, oh my God, like Bose headphones. They're bolos. Whenever you see them, you know you're going to sell them. They're going to sell really fast. I got a pair at the bins. I got $40 for them. Beats headphones. Versace. Whenever you find Versace, if it's authentic, you know you're going to sell it right away. You know, Fendi, Gucci, all this shit. When you find it, those are bolos. They're the ones that you got to look for. There's other brands that are just like, nobody really knows them. A lot of people may have not heard of them, but they're still bolos. They're items that if you find them, they have very good sell-through rate. Sell-through rate is when an item is going to sell fast. When there's 20 of them listed and there's 50 sold, it means that as soon as you list that item, it's going to sell very fast. It could sell in a day. It could sell in an hour. It could sell in 5 minutes. You know, maybe a week, but it's going to sell pretty fast. You know, but I'm just tired of the overhead, guys. I don't want the overhead no more. I don't want shit that's sitting for months and months and months and have thousands of dollars just tied up. And then when I need to pull money, it's like, you can't pull inventory and go to the grocery store. You know what I mean? So it's just, I can't do it anymore. I'd rather drive Spark or, you know, drive my car and make money that way. At least I know I'm getting paid every day, and at least I know they can't take it back with returns. Anyway, guys, we're going to figure it out. We always do. Stay strong, stay up, don't quit. That's one thing about life. Everything in life. You just can't quit. I mean, when times get hard, it's like that, you know, it's like that Rocky movie where he's just like, you know, you get beat and beat and beat to the ground. It's not, you know, how... You know, it's how you can get back up and just keep moving, you know, and just go through it and just weather the storm, guys. It's just, it is what it is. Shit happens. Face your you know, accept your responsibility. Face your consequence. Like, just, I'm trying to think of the right way to say it. Just, you know, just take action, you know, take responsibility for your actions. Like, don't bitch and moan about shit all day and say, oh, I fucked up. I did this. I did that. What am I going to do? And it happens, guys. We sit in our own little wallow. We wallow in our own bullshit, and sometimes it'll get the best of you, and you can't let it do that. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Even the sun shines on a dog's even the sun shines on a dog's ass sometimes, right? Right? Yeah. Even a clock is right twice a day. I heard this on Sopranos. It's funny. He said even a broken clock is right twice a day. And I tried to explain that to my wife. I'm like, yeah, because when it's 12 o'clock, it's broken. It's stuck at 12. So it's right at 12 p.m. and it's right at 12 a.m. So I thought that was funny. But because she was like, what is that? What do you mean? I'm like, yeah, I've heard that expression before. I know what it means. But it's funny. Sopranos is great, guys. Oh, my God. I've watched it like bits and pieces here and there, but I never watched it from the beginning. We're watching it from the beginning. We're on like the 3rd season. It's just a great, and I'm from Jersey. I'm from Jersey. I was born in Philadelphia and grew up in Jersey. And I'm just like, it's fucking good. It's great. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm out. I got shit to do. I got a little bit to do. I'll figure out something. I guess I'm just going to take some pictures. I only got like 9 or 10 items to ship. It's not a big deal. I'm not in a rush to get them shipped, because, you know, they're not going anywhere. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check me out. You know, hit the little notification. Do whatever you got to do, whatever site I'm on. Make sure you're watching these videos. And I appreciate everyone. God bless. Have a great day. You know, whatever.